Like
You want the grey?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I want that.
You want the
I
red?
want them to be the same. If
Man
possible.
United red, yeah?
Well, I'd say Stoke City red, or Arsenal red, or Brentford red,
Brentford
but not
red.
Man United red. That's for sure.
So, objective for going into a new one today, what do you want to gain that this one doesn't do already? Is it really more that consistency in that?
Yeah, I want to kind of bring it in a little bit.
A bit more distance then?
Yeah, I mean, I do. When that goes, it goes really well, as in distance-wise.
In terms of the flight, height-wise?
Well, I'm judging this by playing with Andy Sullivan just on Wednesday at the Pro-Am, and he hits, his ball flight was
quite high.
High, yeah. Really high, stays in the air quite a long time.
Yeah, like the Tour Pro flight generally is a lot different to challenges. Like their guys probably hitting 3-4 degrees up on it, and they're most of the time they're chasing the sun. They're always playing the best conditions. Like them playing like today would be the toughest they probably play all year.
Right.
So they're always going to try and hit as high as they can with little spin to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, but most weekend golfers, the delivery is never quite the same as what a Tour Pro.
See, I never even thought about that. Yeah. Never even thought about. Yeah, they're playing in totally different conditions.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. So like.
That's why if they played in our conditions, they'd be rubbish.
Yeah, like when I went to the States when I first joined PXG, all the guys were trying to put me in 10.5 degrees over there, and I'm like, guys, I play in England. Yeah, most of the time it's 20, 30 mile an hour wind. I can't have it here in the air.
That's a good point.
Like, you know, so there's a lot of that stuff that comes into play when you're looking at stuff.
Yeah.
You know, generally when you go to links golf courses, and those guys do not want to see loft at all.
No, you see that, and there's another thing about the fitting was that, you know, filling the form in and giving the, you know, explaining what type of golf you play. I was like, what's this? You know, I mean, I'm a reasonably good golfer. I'm like, never even crossed my mind about whether I'm playing links golf or parkland or what's your normal condition. It was like, just go out and hit it as hard as I can. You know, I obviously changed my game if I'm playing links golf, but I don't play a lot of links golf, so you need to know that.
Yeah, it'd be like things like set up like your wedge setter, for example, like playing London Club we did on Wednesday, lush, soft ground, and if you went and played Royal St George's 3-4 weeks ago, it's going to be rock hard and fiery. You know, how that club interacts with the ground is going to be completely different. So I
did chunk a couple on Wednesday.
All right, let's just hit this one first. We'll have a look, see what's going on. Whenever you're ready.
This literally could go anywhere. Well, at least I hit it.
So when you say that on a golf course, how far do you think you've been hitting this at the moment? 265, 270?
No, bit longer than that.
Yeah, okay.
On the course.
That they're probably typical, that's the bad one where it
both of those are kind of, if I hit those, normally I'd aim a bit further right and then left side of the fairway, and then then it would, my bad one would end up right side of the fairway. I'm trying to take the left side of the golf course out completely. So see that one, that's a swing thing.
Okay,
that's me.
Do you
getting
feel like
a little bit?
Yeah. How much are you trying to move this in the air when you're sort of there? So let's say we're going to that end tree.
Yeah.
Let's see if we come sort of, I don't know, left or about 30 yards probably, and you got that one that just sort of sticks up.
Yeah, the one that,
almost want to just use that as the reference.
Right.
And just peel it
ever
so slightly, because that faded one always becomes a bit of a hard cut at times,
correct,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that in terms of a strike, how is that?
Yeah,
better?
I haven't hit one out of the middle of the club yet.
Cool.
So that might tell you something.
Okay.
I very rarely practice with my driver at a range because I just find I don't hit it well.
Okay.
For whatever reason that is. That was a better strike.
How do you find the length of this driver? Have a quick look at it. You feel it's all right, like lengthwise?
Why is it long?
Yeah, it's quite long. It's about 46 inches, that is. It looks long in your hands.
46 inches.
It looks long. So this for us like a standard. So we play between like 45 and 45 and a half. TaylorMade are quite renowned for being a lot longer. Okay, so potentially for you, your strike patterns at times is very sort of low and heely. Like generally then we look to go right, well maybe if we move a smidge of that length off, we can move that strike bit closer towards the middle. So we're gonna start with that now, okay? So I've just built, to begin with, something that's very similar setup to where you're at now.
Right.
So this is Gem 4 head. So 3 models in Gem 4. So we've got X2, which I've got Extreme Tour head, the X head, and then we've got XF. So we'll start with X, set at just 9 degrees, heavyweight at the back at the moment. Okay, so
what does that do?
So this is more of the most forgiving setting in this head. Okay, so we can move this weight around. So we could bring it forward. So basically we're moving the center of gravity around in the head.
Okay.
So if I move the center of gravity forward in the head, you can look more of a lower spin rate. More on the heel, slightly draw bias at the back, slightly higher spin rate, but more forgiving.
Right.
So technology-wise, you see on the crown, hybrid crown construction. So titanium either side of the crown.
Yeah.
And also you've got what we call like an aluminium vapor on the top. So basically it's designed to really stiffen the structure of that carbon crown.
Right.
So a lot less energy loss on those miss hits on the face.
Right.
So a lot more of a stable structure. So increasing that MOI. So moment of inertia essentially is the twisting action when on offsetting the hits. So the stronger that is, the more forgiving it becomes. Okay.
Okay.
And obviously then we've got a titanium alloy face. So looking to really get nice high ball speeds. Inside the head, you've got a TP honeycomb design. So again, looking to bring center of gravity lower and deeper into the head. Higher launch, less spin, more distance. Okay. This is Hazardous Smoke yellow against Hazardous Smoke black. So same shaft, same manufacturer. The difference is
60.
Yeah, the yellow essentially is a counterbalanced one.
Right.
So be more weight up into towards your hands.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than where you're at currently.
Right.
But we can have a look from there. I just want to start there and then we can.
Well, yeah.
Job done.
See you later. Thanks for coming.
All right, you've pretty much hit that out the middle there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to change around the heads.
Right.
So we're going to go XF head now. I'm going to have a shaft change. So this is Fujikura Ventus. So
sounds good.
Yeah, like this for us is like probably the most popular shaft in the tour at the moment. It's got like a Velocor technology in the tip of the shaft. So this is really designed to help tighten dispersion on those miss hits on the face.
Right.
Okay, give that a go. So again with the weights in the back in this as well to begin with. So visualization or visual wise, this head profile a little bit bigger than what we just hit. Yeah. Is that something that you like the look of, or you prefer more of a smaller compact head?
I prefer the look of the other one.
Okay. So you prefer that ball flight?
Yeah. I don't care how it looks.
That's the shape you want to hit, though, isn't it?
That's my perfect
one that,
shape.
Absolutely just drifts.
Yeah,
like...
that's when I see myself hitting a golf ball. That's where.
Okay.
That's what it should look like.
First things first. How's this length feeling now?
Miles better.
It's so much easier to control, isn't it?
Feels, yeah.
And for you, if you're looking to try and tighten the dispersion, you know, yes, we're going to gain distance by changing a few things around, but ultimately for you, playing off scratch, you've got to hit fairways and greens.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to hit fairways and greens out of the big long hay, are you? You know,
No.
so that there already, completely different flight, isn't it?
Yeah.
And weight-wise, dropping down towards 60, just must feel that
Feels
you can feel you can be able to release it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just take this one. Sold.